Hey friends, it is Matt with BoLS, and today we are diving into the world of Bloodstone. Now, Bloodstone isn't quite out yet, so I don't have anything to show. But don't get me wrong, Bloodstone is a game, but it's so much more. With the tie-in book series further expanding the world and the board game sequels already in planning stages, it's clear that the driving force behind this game and its world, designer James Hudson, has big plans for Bloodstone moving forward. Now you might be asking, Matt, how do you know all this? How can I trust this information is accurate? Well, I was lucky enough to get an invitation to a digital playtest and Q&A session with him. So that's how. Don't question me again. Bloodstone is a lot of things, but ultimately it is an arena combat game. Players can brawl against each other using unique characters with vastly different playstyles and mechanics, and you know how much I love good asymmetrical gameplay. Or players can team up using those same characters and battle against giant MMO-style raid bosses. One of the things James said that he had in mind while designing these co-op battles is one popular MMO. It's Heavy Snow's Globe of Battle Making, right? Having been in a fair share of such boss raids in my time, and now having seen the digital playtest that we did, the inspiration is clear. As I mentioned earlier, the lore, the world, the story of Bloodstone are all very in-depth, so excuse me while I butcher it down to one single run-on sentence. The players are all arena pick-fighter gladiator types fighting at the behest of Venera, who uses the power of the Bloodstone to revive each combatant when they die, so they are locked in an eternal combat with whatever she throws at them until the players can hopefully rise up and do something about this incredibly bad entire situation. Bloodstone is either a competitive or cooperative arena combat game. Each player controls a unique character with a variety of special moves. At the start of each round, players will play an initiative card from their unique set of such cards. Each of these cards will determine turn order, but also most provide some sort of small bonus, with the power of that bonus being directly tied to how quickly the player will be able to act in that turn. Then, on each of their turns, that player will roll their pool of mostly normal d6 and allocate any singles, pairs, or triples to their abilities in order to use those abilities. But each character uses their dice in very different ways. For example, some abilities add dice to another player's dice pool and having various negative effects based on how that die rolls in their pool. Or some characters add terrain hazards to the board, and some others even have ultimate abilities that allow mind control. My point is, when I say these characters are unique, I mean it. It's not just a simple, do I want +1 strength or +1 agility? These are drastically different characters with drastically different playstyles attached to each of them. And I'm here for it. Alright, cool. Our characters are fun and unique, but that's only half the equation. Bloodstone comes with a campaign book which will guide players through the story of their adventure. Additionally, it'll set up each scenario in terms of who or what they will be fighting, and each boss also uses drastically different mechanics which will require vastly different strategies to overcome. For example, the boss I got to preview uses a huge Hellfire token which takes up about a quarter of the board, and special chain hook dice which can pull players into the aforementioned Hellfire token, which, as you might expect, is bad. Once the boss is defeated, the players dive back into the campaign book to further progress the story and unlock some new fancy goodies that they can bring with them into the next mission. Now, this is only a small fraction of what Bloodstone has to offer, and sorry I can't really provide more visuals, but like I said, it's not out yet. But at the timing of this video going up, they are already fully funded over on Kickstarter, link in the description. And you can find tons more info there and a super good cinematic trailer. Bloodstone checks a lot of my favorite boxes. It's a strategic arena brawler with hugely unique characters and boss fights which require dynamic tactics. It's got a deep lore and extensive world building that keeps me wanting more. As someone who prefers cooperative gameplay but still really loves arena combat like Aristea, Bloodstone is everything I didn't know I wanted. So go check it out on Kickstarter right now, and since they've said it'll never get a retail release, I would go check it out now. Again, this is Matt with BoLS. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.